Hello, my friends. How are you doing? Let's go further. Let's look what I've been doing today. So what I generally done is I connected front end to the back end, like one path right now. Not too much, but let's see. So I generally made login. Let me see, where is that routes? No tests, I need tests right now. User tests. That's what I need. Control C. That's a password. Actual password. Now let's look at the application. I need to delete that right now. So my working with the users will be through cookies, through user cookies. So the session will be defined by this section of web application. So let's go to login with this user and see if we get that session ID, cookie ID, I mean. So let's go back to the front end and then we discuss what have been done for it. So we log in. So we got connect ID, SID, connect SID. That's generally a cookie for defining the user session. That's its value, which will be sent to the backend and matched generally. It has HTTP only, and it has a secure too. So what have been done? So we have section. If by the way, yeah, I hide it. I didn't implement it all the way to the end yet. But if I do login again, let's go to the password. Let's go to the route. Where is that? To the tests and use email again. This form needs to be done later on a little bit more. There should be button for the if the person forgot email, so we can use the phone number or email to recover it. But right now I want to put it on the server, so I'm pushing it through right now with a small skeleton of the program. So once we sign up, I mean login, this cookie will be changed. So let's see. By the way, and I also need to look the console. Let's empty it up. Let's empty it up. Then go back to application. It will be changed right now. So the user login again. And it's changed. The browser asking if we want to save username and password. Right now we don't want to do this. And so now let's look at the console. We have that successful printout. I don't. It's sold through the It's not only successful printout. Let's look at the. Let's look at the menu. Not menu. login form, I print out many things here. Generally I print out location origin, which will be situated in the .env file, environmental file. Props URL we got to get from there, from props. We got to get from props then. It's generally like what is prop URL is, it's in config, menu config. Props URL, it's for login, it's user's login. Let's go back to login form. Then backend URL, it's in the environment file, sorry, .env file with this name. So if we look it up on the front end, .env, it's a new file. Here it is with the back, port 3001. It will be all changed when it will go on the server. Localhost, it's a backend URL and port 3001. So the whole path will be defined by environment variables and property URL. So if we don't get any of these properties, we're going to throw a new error. So we don't get this. We don't get any of these variables for some reason. Then we're going to get form through eTarget. It's a standard variable, comes from on submit button. That's I print out this form elements, forms elements 25. That's the forms elements. If you look it up, there's in the object there's named item function or method. Then we're going to check the email from this form using that function named item email and named item password as HTML element. And then we're going to check them. If we don't get them for some reason, we're going to throw a new error, which is email or password is missing, so the user must use them. Then we're going to do fetch. Fetch address is backend URL, backend port, and props URL. That's URL fetch. That's going to be method post. We're going to include credentials. We're going to we're going to call for the content type application JSON because it's going to be packed into the JSON. And that's in the body we're going to JSON stringify our email and password for login. That's our data which comes to the backend. If we look it up for the backend here, so backend here, we're going for routes. We're going to look it up at the login. So we have login limits here with the Redis. By the way, it's running, everything is running right now. Redis is running, database is running, so everything is running, and backend running too, and front end running too. So we're going to get from request here email a password, so request body, and that's what we packed into the body in that's what packed in the body, email and password here. Then if result is not okay, we're going to throw a new error with the status. Now we're going to use error status. we're going to get response JSON. So we're going to get JSON data which we got from the backend. What we're getting from the backend right now. Let's look it up. User routes. So we're going to get 200 user. We're going to get user and message. I'm thinking add a little bit more into the response, like name, like family name, and so on, other information to the response. What right now is in the user, it's a session user type. Session user type is session user type is if we look it up. So right now, session user imports from here. User types. That's session user. Session user type. Users, user types. Users. User types. So session user. No, not this one. Session user includes right now ID, role, status, email, and look at that. Let's look at that login form. What do we unpack here? Well, we throw that. Okay. So we're going to types here. So we're going to return data, which has this. Where is that? Where is that? Data. Response. Here's a response. Well, generally that's a response. It has message and user, which is session data type. But here on the front end, it is success data. Success data. And I included also, I added on login success function, which will be getting data, this partial success data, this data. But I think I made mistake. Let me see. I'm returning message and user. Well, in the data here 43, yeah, it is 43. So return data on login success data. Yeah, I didn't include message, so let's do it right now. I didn't include message string. Why it doesn't want to? Okay, that's fine. Like that. I shouldn't have any mistakes. By the way, success data, it's a partial, can be not there. Okay, so where's that login form? Fetch response. Why I don't see it right now? On submit. I don't see it right now. Why? Let me make a pause. Yeah, of course it's not here, it's in menu. So on register success data here, that's what I'm doing. I set show registered to false, so our form for registering, oh my goodness, sorry, I just did it for register on register success function, and I did it on login success function, although I didn't implement yet connection to database for register form. I just implemented connection for login form right now. So on login success we have data. It's a callback function on success. I was in a register, really. And so I have it from props that I call it from here. I call it from here. Where do I use, what the heck? It's difficult to film and show the dots and finding at the same time. So, and by the way, I need to add a message also to types here. Okay. So that's what we but that's what we generally get in user. Wrong. That we do console here, so it's 43, so it's not flat. It's not flat, I'm sorry. That's going to be user. Headphones. Don't get on my way. That's going to be user. Like so. Going to move in here. Let me pick it also here. Like that. Okay, so we did that. So it's right now structure for the data which we returns, but right now I'm generally doing only a couple of things. I don't call form for the user successful login, like his or her entrance page right now. What I do is I just print out login successful, which is where, like here, login successful. We got that message, and we got that user, which I need to improve. I need to get here more data, and again it is partial. It's not like it must not be whole. Like ID can be not there, although it should be always there, but like email can be, no, it should be also, all of that should be, but like first name can be absent and so on. And I just close in the set show login. I need to do that one to here. What do I want to on the successful on the successful login? What do I want to do? I want generally logout. I want to show logout, and I want to show only one button right now. Right now only one button. I don't need to change click it. I need to only have show true. Okay, and let me look at their where's the types? Is it here? Logout. Do I have it here? Yes, I do have it here, logout. So let's try to do this. So let's reload. We reload. We locked the side panel. We log in right now. We copy we copy from the from the tests, we copy email of the person which we want to be logged in. We copy password of this person. Okay, so we're going to application, we're going to delete this one cookie. And now we're going to console clean this out, and now we're going to log in. That should form disappear, and I should get logout button here. So let's see that. Yeah, I got logout button, form disappeared. We got a cookie. Where's the cookie? That's the cookie. Now, which is, can I show it? Refresh, show request this cookie. Well, it's so long, like, okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, so response, we have response from the backend with all information needed, and we got this object which we're going to send to the front end on successful login answer. We got message login successful from this function, which is in menu here. From where is it? From on login success from this callback function. That's a message which you got here. So all is good, all successful, but I did something else. I did something else because when the cookie is very good for controlling the session of the user. It's very good, but it has one drawback. It is vulnerable to one attack. It calls csrf. Actually, defense from this attack is called csrf check. And so I implemented it to the backend too. So what it does, so sometimes people go to bad sites, which can, well, you don't know, is it bad site or not, you just click link to this site, like somebody sends you a link and you clicked on it, or you just got wrong search in Google, for instance, so got wrong search in DuckDuckGo, something like that, and you clicked on that site link and you went to the site, and what the site does, it captures this cookie from your cookie session. So, and then uses this cookie to attack other sites. So if you're using that way of login, logout register of user and working with the session user, then you have to use, let's go to the backend. You have to use csurf defense. Generally, maybe it sounds cringy, I don't know, but let's look at it. So Redis is running, database connected, okay. Where we're going to index, where's index? Here. We're going to index. By the way, I also implemented courses. So, but let's go for csurf defense. So I installed csurf library, npm library. I installed cookie parser. I also installed a type for csurf library. And if we look it up in the package JSON, dependencies will be, where is it? Like here, csurf library. And maybe I shouldn't show it, I don't know, because it's all like, here's all, yeah, I shouldn't probably, but it's okay. And type for csurf here. So we're going back to index. Then I used it in app after app, using Express with app. I use this cookie parser first, and then in the routes, which is here in routes, I use csurf. Here I import this node modules. From node modules I import this library. I use it as csrf protection, and everywhere where I use middleware require aus, which is generally protects user cookie, like it's search, it's well, service, it's logout, getting this session cookie, and generated this session cookie, authenticated this session cookie, and so on. Well, it's authenticate, logout, and getting this session cookie. So everywhere it does that. Where is that? I thinking about other things and I got lost. Okay, routes. Here we go, routes. So where I use auth middleware, I use csrf protection everywhere. Not here, but here, csrf protection. So I covered this capture of connect SID. On the front end, what it does, and I don't do this on login yet, but it's generally before this fetch, I'm going to fetch this csurf cookie protection, and then I'm going to fetch connect SID. So that's how this protection works. And on each fetch, just a second, let me close the window. Because somebody doing some fixing the houses, I don't know, they were doing it very loud. Okay, so like each time for the fetch, I'm going to use check consistency of this csurf cookie, but not on login, because we don't need to do it on login, because the person just logged into the session. Okay, so that would be it, right? Yeah, I think so. So that's now the first route works pretty much good. I probably need to to, that's why I didn't, by the way, that's why I didn't went and completely um, tests, where is it? No, no, no. I didn't use route. I didn't test routes because I'm testing it right now, generally speaking. And like right now, I know that I need to, from the routes, I need to return more, not on delete. From login, I need to return better object on response, on successful response, because right now I don't return enough information for the user. I need name, family name, all of this, so I can show his or her front page here in this area. Okay, I'll see you next video. Subscribe, maybe like, maybe subscribe. I'll see you next video. Bye.